my excursion project. I guess I started this whole project about the beginning of the semester, and just wanted to recap how it went here now at the end of the semester. When I first started out, I wasn't exactly sure what to think of the project, to be honest. But by the end, and during the actual project itself, it all started to kind of make sense. Choosing the musician I would interview really wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. I saw a pamphlet and a bulletin and decided I'll check out the type of music this an individual does. And his name is Bill Tonis. He is a youth minister, actually at my parish on the west side of Cincinnati. And very nice guy. I scheduled and talked to him beforehand whether or not if I could interview him and attend the performance, and got a little information about him before I actually went to the performance. The performance was held at Our Lady of Visitation in an auditorium. There were probably 50 to 70 people, which was more than I was actually expecting. His performance was about an hour, but before his performance, he did young musicians came who had prepared, obviously, and did a probably 15 to 20 minutes worth of music before the performance. And his performance lasted probably about an hour. We had pre-scheduled to interview later the following day at his office. He had budgeted probably about 20 minutes for the interview. I said it would probably be about 20 minutes, and he said that he was fine with that. So I met him that day. It's about 20 minutes long, which was longer than I had expected when I started this project out. I didn't expect him to be able to give me that much time. And I obviously had the questions prepared for class for one of the other parts of the assignment. But I didn't end up getting to use those questions quite as much as I had anticipated. They were a good warm-up to the questions. They were a good warm-up. But once we got into the interview, he more or less just kind of, I don't want to say rambled, but he knew what he wanted to talk about, and he did. And by all means, he gave me plenty of information. I have sheets and sheets of notes from the interview. And though I didn't get to ask all the questions that I had wanted to and planned on, it did seem constructive to me, the time that he gave me. And I did get to learn about him and why he chose to do what he does and why he chose the music that he does. We'll get more on that in a minute. In the PowerPoint, I wanted to get across how much his music took parts from other genres and brought them all together to make his kind of unique song or genre. Obviously, religious in nature, concerning the lyrics, but the music itself did have several blends of different music. A lot of folk music with the instruments that he used, guitars, banjos, string instruments like that. And I wanted to get across how unique his music was. His words had meaning to both him, that were taken from scripture, from other sources, from inspiration. And I also want to get across how much he sacrificed to do what he loved. He left a very successful career in radio to become a musician, which, let's be honest, in his field especially, doesn't necessarily pay, at least not nearly as much as he was in his previous employment. Surprising event that occurred during the course of this project. I would say, to me, the interview did not go nearly as planned. I guess that I definitely said that was surprising. I had it all planned out, all the questions that I wanted, how I expected it to go. It planned out in my head, but though he gave me the 20 minutes, I guess the 20 minutes wasn't used how I expected them to be used. I did get to ask some of my questions, but like I said, not all of them. This excursion did end up being a blast. To be honest, I like surprises. I kind of like it when things don't go exactly how I had originally planned them to. But by the end of it, and even during the entire thing, I loved his music. He did a great job. And the entire thing ended up being a lot of fun and well worth my time. And I hope yours. Thank you.